So what you just saw is the return of the Mitsubishi Ralliart brand back here in the Philippines. So what I have here is the 2023 Mitsubishi Montero Black Series Ralliart two-wheel drive. It's a long name. So what an honor, Ralliart is back here in the Philippines. Albeit, I expected them to use the Ralliart on 4x4 models, not two-wheel drive ones, just being honest. But looks-wise, I dig the look of this Black Series with the Ralliart decals, as you can see there on the side. You're wondering why I have never driven a Montero on my channel, because until now, despite being not updated even for 2023, they still sell like hotcakes. I went to almost every other Mitsubishi dealership, Makati, Quezon Avenue, for example, only. There is no demo units for these guys whatsoever. But still, I'll take my chance here with this all-new Ralliart. It's already a 2023 model year. Take note of that. So being the Ralliart model, there are a lot of changes to the exterior only. So you get black moldings here. Also, being the Black Series, you get black wheels. And then you have mud guards as well here. Ground clearance is 218 millimeters, exactly the same throughout the Montero lineup. And as well, here at front, the biggest change here is this front chin. There is Ralliart logo and red accents as well around here. And this is also being part of the Black Series, not the Ralliart. Mind you, is the blackout roof with roof rails. So here now at the rear of the Montero Black Series Ralliart, biggest change here at the rear is this skid plate with a nice touch of a Ralliart logo as well. And as you can see on camera, you have red mud guards there with the logo, as I said. I really don't know why they didn't put it in the front. Anyway, also my first Montero review on my channel. Yeah, I can say, yeah, they look like crying taillights. And this is only part of the Black Series package. Mind you, this spoiler as well, that's part of the blacked out part of the roof. And I expected this Montero not to have an electronic tailgate, but surprising, this one has. If it's because of the top of the line model, two-wheel drive model. Space here in the back, there's a 7-seater, mind you. So space here is kind of small. With all of the seats up, it's around 150 liters only. And as you can see, putting stuff up and down might be a little bit difficult because you have the high load lip. As you can see, it consumes my whole hand, this part here. So it's similar like to that of the Nissan Terra. There's extra storage here. And then 2 threading hooks on each side. Folding the seats down the third row is a little bit of a handful. Well, technically, folding all of the seats down might take time to get used to. It's a long process. So folding the second row down, they're all still tumble seats, by the way, similar to the Mitsubishi Expander. And then you need to pull down the bottom seat first, make the seats completely flat. Yeah, that's a little bit of a stretch. And then with the third row down, you have 1,050 liters of space. And with all of the seats down, you have 1,488 liters. So that's about it with the Mitsubishi Montero Ralliart Black Series two-wheel drive. On the exterior, I'll show you the interior, where there's only one change, being the Ralliart model now. So this is the interior of the Montero Ralliart. The door tabs sound alright, but it's a little bit better than the Strada, on which they share the same platform. Now only one upgrade to this Montero Ralliart is the floor mats with Ralliart in them, but they're not here in this unit for some reason. But everything here in the interior is exactly the same as with the Black Series two-wheel drive model, and got nothing much to say here. I was expecting upgrades as well, like Ralliart logos here and there, but sadly none of them are present. I was expecting here, especially here on the seats. At least they could have done something. Just an honest thought, really. And yeah, so here in the door card, yes, plastic here on top, soft leather pads here, and then gloss black around your window switches. And then funny enough, there's halogen puddle lamps just below on the door. They're small, but hey, at least there is. And then still, like my favorite with the Strada, you have aluminum paddle shifters. And then here on the left side, you have adjustments for your side mirrors, engine start stop button, one blank button only, the rest are for your electronic stability control, parking sensors, and your cross traffic alert. So being the Black Series as well, it is also loaded with safety features. Please refer back to the spec sheet earlier in the video. Then visor with vanity light with mirror, don't extend, same quality with the Strada as well. So the steering wheel,
polyurethane, it's hard, it's girthy. There are a lot of buttons on the steering wheel for your infotainment system and then for your cruise control functions. And then I'm surprised there's a digital instrument cluster as well here. I was expecting analog tachometer and speedometer like the Strada. And then visibility out front feels exactly the same like the Mitsubishi Strada. And then here in the center console, there is a lot of gloss black, stretching all the way down up to here below to the gear lever. And then you have an 8-inch infotainment touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And then below that you have your hazard button, electronic tailgate button, and safety reminders on the right side. Below that you have your air conditioning controls. Even further down below there is a cubby space for your phone, just fits mine. And then one HDMI port and then 2 USB ports, few blank buttons, and a 12-volt socket aka cigarette lighter. Gear lever exactly the same with the Mitsubishi Strada, although the gear lever's design of this just looks a little bit better than that of the Strada. As I mentioned, there is a cubby space here, electronic parking brake button, auto hold function, and then 2 cup holders with my water jug perfectly. And then here, center console box. Okay, it's bleeping up. There's also an extra tray on top of it. Above here you have the largest sunglasses holder I have ever seen, and then you have an array of lights. Keep forgetting to turn that on. And then here seats, being the black seats, similar material used in the Strada Athlete, albeit this one is just black. And then below the center console you have extra cubby spaces. I mean, there's a lot, you can fit my phone there. So here now in the second row of the Mitsubishi Montero Rally or whatever. Oh, this sounds way better than the ones in front, and overall better than the Strada itself. As well, I forgot to mention in front there is cubby space and bottle holders on each side. My water jug fits here in the back, much smaller cubby space, but they fit my water jug nevertheless. And then here in the second row, same materials like in front, plastic on top here, leather soft pads here on the door, and then seats as well, very soft compared to the ones in front. There's, of course, maybe in front there's much more bolstering than that of the second row. And yes, love the seats, very soft again, as I said. 2 map pockets here, and then here in the center you have 2 USB ports and a 220-volt outlet. That's really cool. That's the first time I've seen that on a Mitsubishi. And then what else? Central armrest. Now I have a very big I fit my water jug perfectly, as you can see. Then if I sit here in the middle, transmission tunnel is tall, but it is very narrow, similar to the Strada. And then headroom here is just a little bit eaten up compared to the left and right side, but still knee room, leg room, headroom here on this side is excellent. Then above here you have 2 lights, air conditioning controls, and then your air conditioning vents themselves are here on each side. And then that also controls for the ones in the third row. So here now in the third row itself, yeah, the seats are too low. I mean there's enough space for me. Just watch out for this. So sitting here in the middle, oh, enough for me. Like, that's my headroom left if I sit here in the middle. So it's best for 2 people only. But look at that. I have no thigh support here on the third row whatsoever. And then nothing here on this left side, but at least on the right side you have 1 12-volt socket and 2 cup holders. And then above here as well you have more lights here and 2 threading points on each side. So that's about it here in the interior of the 2023 Mitsubishi Montero Ralliart. I'll show you the engine. So this is the engine of the Mitsubishi Montero Ralliart. It's the same like in the Mitsubishi Strada. It's a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine that produces 178 horsepower and 430 Newton meters of torque. But difference is, all Monteros, automatic trims by the way, are mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This is why I've been begging to drive one for a long time now, because I want to see what are the differences between the 6 and 8-speed transmissions of both Strada and this Montero Ralliart. Yeah, sadly this is as far as I go with this Montero Ralliart. Hard to justify this, to be honest, since it's just dressed up and it's already a 2023 model year. So as well with this Strada, there are no updates yet if we get the new generations
Yeah, we're all waiting for that, to be honest. And knowing the Strada is based on the Navara, I don't know what will happen with this old girl of ours, this Montero. But despite being dated, as I said, they still sell like hotcakes. That means it's still a very, very good PPV SUV. That is what I want to find out myself. So I also want to make a future video in case with any of the Monteros in general, if we made the right decision of getting our old Stradas compared with this Montero. So yeah, that concludes my walk-around review. I would like to thank Auto Hub Group, Mitsubishi BGC, and Miss Ann for making this walk-around review possible. So hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more walk-around reviews and car reviews. Bye-bye.